Hi there, thank you for tuning in. I'll be painting using oil paint in this video and I'll be discussing my thoughts and process on what it took for me to create this piece. Here I have Windsor&Newton oils which I just got from the store. I'll be using this in this painting and I also prepared my palette using an old laptop screen. I just decided to find something I could use as a palette and lay down my colors and mix them up as usual. So before I go on into the video, I would love to first say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for sticking with me. And if it's your first time tuning in, hi, you're welcome. My name is Debbie and I'm a self-taught artist. I create videos of my art and my process. So if you like or love that kind of content, be sure to subscribe, like, and click the bell button as well. Getting back to the video, as I was saying, I'm going to explain my thoughts and my creation process of this piece. This is my first oil painting and I'm really excited to share my experience with you guys. So the materials I used, aside from the oil painting, I got myself linseed oil and turpentine. Those were my two liquid agents that I have, and a wiping cloth that I was using to wipe my paint off. My experience with this was quite a smooth transition, and I must say it was quite enjoyable. And I think because of my previous experience using acrylics and watercolors, it was very easy for me to transition. The first thing that was easy for me was the mixing of colors. I have experience with mixing colors, I have experience with how I blend my colors. It didn't make a big difference when I was mixing colors using oils. I'll be talking about the disadvantages and advantages that I incurred while painting so that you can have at least a clear picture of my experience. And if you would like to also try out with oils, you'd probably have at least an idea of what to expect. The first thing I'll start with is the advantages. The advantage I found for me was that the slow drying time of my oil paint on my palette was just a plus for me. This is because I space out my painting sessions throughout the week, so I didn't have to come back and put time aside to prepare my oils, to mix my oils all over again. I had that specific time removed from my painting sessions, which gave me more time to focus on the painting instead of focusing on the palette. And I really enjoyed that aspect of painting with oil. I would just wake up and find myself painting without having a hassle of mixing and remixing colors and making sure that the tones are the same as what I mixed yesterday or the other day. The second thing that I really enjoyed was the smooth blends. They were very soothing. It was very different. The thickness in the paint and how it would easily blend was something I really enjoyed, because that's something that's hard to achieve when you're using acrylics, because acrylics dry faster. And the third thing that I really enjoyed with this was how I was able to mix my paint on the paper. I'm using paper in this video, so let's say for instance I lay down a brown, and if I want to maybe make that brown lighter, I could do it on the paper, or others would use a canvas, and that was so easy and it gave a unique mix of colors on my painting, which I really enjoyed. On the disadvantages, the first thing was the pungent smell from the turpentine. It was very strong. I'm very sensitive to scents. Immediately I smelled it, I had a headache. Mind you, I paint outside. I have maximum ventilation, and it didn't even help. That was very bad for me, and I I stepped away from the painting for a whole day just for my headache to wear off. That's how I decided that I should wear a mask, a face mask, as I was painting. Another solution that I came up with was I decided not to clean my brushes as often. What I did was I had specific brushes for lighter tones and specific brushes for darker tones. And that way I was able to paint throughout the painting without having to clean out the paint with the turpentine and not have to deal with that pungent smell until the very end of the painting. And obviously, since I was wearing a mask, it wasn't that bad. And from then, I enjoyed painting. I'm definitely going to invest in a better cleaning agent which is less pungent and less harmful. If you have any advice on any type of cleaning agent for oils, do let me know, and I'll do my own research on which ones I could get online. So, in conclusion, I would say I enjoyed the process of painting using oils more like I could say 80%. The 20% would probably be because of the pungent smell of the turpentine, but I really enjoyed the whole process. And I'm definitely going to include oils in my future videos because that's something I would love to explore more. That's a medium I would love to explore more, and I'm definitely going to do that. So I would advise if anyone is starting out with painting or let's say oils, the best thing to do is to do your research. Do your research and get started. Get your materials and start painting because that's the only way you will learn when you actually do the action of painting. So I would advise if you'd love to paint or if you want to start painting, just get started with that. Do a bit of research, know the basics, and start. Another advice I'll give is learn about colors. It is very important, it is very vital to know the color theories, the color wheel, how colors work together. Those basic fundamentals are what actually make your painting pop. And it's easier if you know how to mix your colors, if you know how to create a green, if you know how to create a shade of purple. That way you'll be able to explore more with different colors. And even if you have a color set, it will give you an idea of what you really want and just depending on the colors that you have on in your color in your tube or something like that. So it's very important for you to learn about colors. So those are the just the basic advice I would give. If you really wouldn't want to start with oils, I would advise you to start with acrylics because it's more of an in-between media and it's very easy to use. You don't need to use any harmful liquids to mix the acrylics with. You just use water. So that's the advice I would give. And if you're here with me till the end, thank you so much for listening to me as I was discussing my process in creating this and what I went through while creating this piece. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment if you have any questions or if you have any advice, you can always leave a comment in the section below. So that's it. Thank you and bye.